The camp itself has got about 10 tents with 2 family tents and 8 standard tents. Yeah, the family tents are quite big enough, spacious, with common sitting area, whereby families of at least 6 can comfortably stay in the tents. We have 2 bathrooms on each side and washrooms within the family tents. The other standard rooms also, we always use them as twin and double rooms, whereby they have 1 big bed, king size bed, and a small single standard bed.
So today we're here in Selenkay Conservancy. This is among the first community conservancies in Kenya. In fact, you can see around, it's quite an arid area. Before the conservancy was set up a very long time ago, this was actually a famous area for big elephants. However, as the community were not getting any benefit, the elephants were either killed or chased off. And we're very happy now that after about over 20 years, we have up to several hundred elephants at a time here.
We have a mess, an open mess, where we can comfortably serve 26 clans within the camp, sitting in a communal kind of setup. In the camp also we have a Maasai cultural shop, whereby our women from the local villages present their beadworks, and it's a way of sustaining the community also. In the camp also we do have a waterhole for elephants with a raised pavilion, where our clans, whenever they are doing their evening game drives, they are able to see lots of elephants within one area having water.
It's also a great place for some of the lesser known or lesser seen species. For example, the lesser kudu, the gerenuk, it's great for that. And one of the other things is it's fantastic for bird life. You can probably hear the birds in the background. And we get a lot of migrants from November to March. We get a lot of palearctic migrants that come in, and also a huge number of resident species. And of course, the Amboseli ecosystem also has the swamps in the park, which gets a lot of waders and birds that come for the water there too.
In the camp also, not to forget, we do also have a water trough for birds. And given that Amboseli has got quite a lot of birds, you can always see several birds within the vicinity of our mess tent area. We do game drives within the conservancy. We also do guided walks, and these walks are quite interesting because you walk towards the nearby village within the camp, where you'll be showcased how Maasais live in the bomas, their kettles within, and women and children's life around, and what kind of lifestyle they live. Majorly, given that we are an eco-friendly camp, we use our solar power, solar panels for our power, and there's power 24 hours within the camp. For those who are having a medical condition that have to use the CPAP machines, we do have 2 standby rooms for such kind, to cater for such kind of clans within the camp. Given that we are also running a conservancy with minimum impact to the nature, that is the wildlife itself, we tend to have lots of elephants, zebras, and of late we've started sighting cheetahs and lions within the conservancy.
The history is that almost 25 years ago now, our founder, Jake Greaves Cook, recognized that actually the key to protecting our wildlife is engaging with the communities outside protected parks. And this is an area that he had known of. And so he came here, met the community leaders, and worked with them to understand that actually they have a valuable asset in the land here, in the wildlife that's found in the land. And if they work together to agree an area to set aside as a conservancy, that the wildlife will come back, that they can create a product here that the tourists will be willing to come and pay for. And Jake also wanted to create a product that was quite different from what was being done typically at that time in Kenya. Mostly there was big lodges, and he wanted to create an experience that was more authentic, where there was great guiding, and we had open vehicles like they had at that time in South Africa. We were able to do night game drives, so you can see some of the nocturnal species, guided walks with the Maasai community. So really an authentic, personalized experience. And that's how Selinke was started. And very quickly after that, so Jake came here, worked with the community to put the roads in, invested to put in waterholes, so there was permanent water, because that's an extremely important aspect of having a good wildlife conservancy, is having permanent water. So we currently have 3 wildlife waterholes in the conservancy, all with solar pumps, and that attracts and keeps the wildlife here year round, which means you can then run and operate a tourism business from that.